Time is not an external force acting independently of your life. It is a reflection of your inner consciousness, shaped and molded by your thoughts, feelings, and assumptions. While many perceive time as something linear, an unstoppable current that moves from past to present to future, it is, in fact, a construct that mirrors the focus of your inner work. What you consistently think about, what you allow yourself to feel deeply, and the beliefs you hold about yourself and your circumstances all contribute to the unfolding of your experience of time. Consider how often we hear phrases like "time flies when you're having fun," or "the days feel longer when you're unhappy." These common observations hint at a deeper truth. Time does not act uniformly. It bends and shifts in response to the state of your consciousness. When you are fully present and engaged in something joyful, time seems to contract, disappearing in what feels like an instant. In contrast, when you're consumed by worry, fear, or boredom, it stretches endlessly, emphasizing each painful second. This is the power of consciousness, dictating not just the perception of time, but the reality it reflects. Every moment of your life is a product of what you hold within. When your mind is focused on lack, limitation, or fear, time feels burdensome, as though you are running out of it or stuck in a cycle you cannot escape. The weight of such thoughts creates resistance, slowing the progression of events you desire while amplifying the experiences you dread. But the opposite is also true. When your consciousness is filled with faith, joy, and the conviction of fulfillment, time aligns itself to your expectations. You find that opportunities present themselves effortlessly, paths clear, and things fall into place right on time. This alignment is not random. It is a direct result of where you place your energy. Your thoughts and emotions act as magnets, pulling corresponding experiences into your life. Time responds to this magnetic force by shaping itself around your dominant state of being. If you spend your days dwelling on the past, lamenting what was or could have been, time reflects that stagnation by keeping you tied to old patterns. Similarly, if you constantly project your fears onto the future, time becomes an oppressive force, highlighting the very obstacles you wish to avoid. But when you focus on the present moment, on imagining the best for yourself, and living as though your desires are already fulfilled, time bends to support that vision. This is why it is so important to master the art of deliberate thinking. Every thought you entertain, every emotion you feed, and every assumption you hold shapes the rhythm and flow of time in your life. People often feel as though they are victims of time, that they are either running out of it or that it is slipping away too quickly. But this belief stems from a misunderstanding of its nature. Time is not your enemy. It is a tool that reflects your consciousness. When you learn to master your inner state, time will no longer feel like a force working against you. Instead, it will become an ally, working in harmony with your desires. Imagine for a moment a day filled with gratitude and confidence. From the moment you wake, you feel the excitement of the life you are creating. You move through your day with a sense of purpose, fully present in each moment. Time in this state becomes fluid. Tasks that once seemed overwhelming are completed with ease, and unexpected opportunities seem to appear at just the right moment. Contrast this with the day spent in worry, where every moment feels like a struggle and time appears to drag on endlessly. The difference is not in the clock, but in the consciousness that directs it. Time, as you experience it, is not a fixed entity. It is a mirror that reflects the energy you bring to each moment. By becoming aware of this truth, you can begin to use it to your advantage. Instead of allowing time to control you, take control of your inner world. Direct your focus toward what you want to create, and let the rhythm of your life reflect the certainty of your desires. The world outside is merely a projection of the world within. Time is not running out. It is waiting for you to align with the power of your consciousness. Waiting is one of the most subtle ways in which individuals deny their own creative power. It disguises itself as patience, as planning, or as the belief that external conditions must first align before one can take action. In truth, waiting is a state of consciousness that places your desired reality perpetually out of reach. It assumes that the power to create lies outside of you, in circumstances, in timing, or in the approval of others. Yet, the moment you decide to wait, you unknowingly surrender your ability to manifest, because creation begins the moment you take ownership of the reality you wish to experience. To wait implies that you do not yet have what you desire. It is a subtle but powerful declaration that you are separate from your goal. This mindset creates a gap, a space between where you are and where you wish to be, and it is in this space that self-doubt, fear, and hesitation thrive. The more you dwell in waiting, the more you reinforce the belief that fulfillment is something that lies in the future, always just beyond your grasp. In essence, waiting is not a passive act, it is an active denial of your creative power. The truth is that there is never a perfect time, a perfect set of circumstances, or a perfect opportunity. The idea that you must wait for these conditions is a reflection of a deeper uncertainty within. It is a way of postponing action, a way of avoiding the responsibility that comes with recognizing the power you already possess. But this power is not something you must earn or acquire. It is inherent. It exists in the present moment, in your ability to assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and to align your thoughts and emotions with the reality you desire. Consider this: every great achievement, every act of creation begins not with external circumstances but with an inner decision. The person who achieves success does not wait for the world to validate their dream. They do not wait for others to agree or for the stars to align. Instead, they act as though their vision is already real. They live in the conviction that what they desire is already theirs, and in doing so, they call it into existence. This is the essence of creative power: to claim what you want without hesitation, to step into the state of being that aligns with your desire. Waiting, on the other hand, keeps you in a state of lack. It tells the universe that you are not ready, that you do not believe in your ability to create. This message is reflected back to you in the form of delays, obstacles, and missed opportunities. The longer you wait, the more deeply entrenched this state of lack becomes, creating a cycle that can only be broken by a shift in consciousness. That shift begins with the understanding that you are not at the mercy of time or circumstances. You are the creator of your experience, and the power to manifest lies within you. To stop waiting is to take ownership of your life. It is to recognize that the conditions you seek are not external but internal. They are a product of your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs. When you stop waiting, you step into the present moment with purpose and intention. You begin to live as though your desires are already fulfilled, and in doing so, you dissolve the barriers that once seemed insurmountable. And the world responds to this shift, reflecting back to you the reality you have chosen to embody. This does not mean you must rush or force things to happen. Creation is not about effort or struggle. It is about alignment. It is about stepping into the state of being that matches your desire and allowing the external world to conform to that state. The irony of waiting is that it feels like a form of preparation, but in reality, it is a form of resistance. It keeps you focused on what is not yet real instead of what is possible. The moment you release the need to wait, you reclaim your power. You move from a state of passivity to a state of creation, and in that moment, the world begins to change to match your vision. Waiting is a habit, a pattern of thought that can be unlearned. It begins with the realization that you do not need permission to create. You do not need perfect circumstances or an ideal moment. All you need is the willingness to assume the reality you desire, to feel it as though it is already yours. The act of creation is instantaneous. It happens the moment you decide to live in the state of your wish fulfilled. When you stop waiting, you step into the flow of life, and in that flow, all things become possible.